What's going on, everybody? Spaceballs here. Welcome back to a near reincarnation video. Alright, we got a bunch of new stuff. Chapter 12, 2 new dark characters. We'll go over some of the weapons that I missed in my last video. We'll talk about the 2 new pure dark weapons that we got and the 2 characters. And we'll also talk about the summoning banners that we got. First thing I want to say is Chapter 12 was really short, quick, and easy. But it was a really good ending to the story, so we can't complain about that, I guess. I'm really excited to see what comes in the future now, being that that ended out the story. Because at this point, we're basically all caught up to JP. I think the next collab is going to be the Phoenix collab, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know that for sure. I'm just assuming it. But after that, I think we're all caught up to JP. So it's going to be an exciting couple months to see what we get next. So first, let's talk about the 2 new dark characters that we got, Lavina and Theo. We're going to go to the JP site to talk about them. I'll be back in just 1 second. Poof, we're back. First up, we're going to go over Lavina. Now, Lavina and Theo, it seems like they're almost the same, except one is for light and one is for dark. But for Lavina, we have one skill, and that is Crush. And that's going to be inflicts 200% damage on a single enemy 5 times. Furthermore, the defense power of a single enemy is reduced by 30%. You guys know I love reduced defense, and with a 200% multiplier, I think she's going to be doing really big damage, especially for the fact that it hits 5 times, and then reduces the defense by 30%. So you're going to reduce on the first hit, and then 4 hits after that, you're just going to be slamming for 200% damage. Now the thing is, I've been playing the game since the beginning and I still don't have a pure dark character open, and I grind them as much as I can. I mean, there's so many events in there and just so much to do all the time. Now I think we have 5 steady events every month, so just trying to grind pure dark weapons is becoming such a chore because there's just so many other things that you need to do. So by the time you get to it, you just really don't have the time to sit there and grind it. And even when you do grind it, you just don't get the cube drops and it gets really disappointing. So you're like, forget this, I'd rather go grind something else. So realistically, most of us will probably never go for this character because there's just better characters, as in Dark Gale. I think even Dark Noel is really good. So in hindsight, we'll probably never go for it, but it does sound really nice. Maybe after a while and your count is really stacked, you don't have to grind the events as much, so you can basically skip the events and then just grind pure dark weapons. But I wouldn't do that unless your account is just completely stacked, everything's maxed out, and you just don't really need to farm the events anymore. But outside of that, I just don't see us getting these pure dark characters anytime soon. But let's move on. The first ability, Momentum, increases your attack power by 40% for 60 seconds. Really good pairing with the skill. And then for the second ability, we have reduces light damage to yourself by 25%. So if you're facing a light boss or just a light enemy in general, she's going to take less damage from that boss. Nothing too crazy, but I like the way it sounds. I think she'd be really good in a lot of this quest content. So scrolling down, you'll see the base stats. And again, if you want to see this, I always link this website down below, so you can look at all the pure dark characters if you want. Then moving right along to Dark Theo. For the main skill, we have inflicts 200% damage on a single enemy 5 times. In addition, heal yourself 50%. So almost the same thing as Lavina, except she's going to be healing by 50% instead of reducing the defense by 30%. Depending on if you need a healer or a damage dealer, I think they both would be really good on the same team if you ask me, the way it seems. And then for the first ability, we have increased your agility by 40% for 60 seconds. And then again, for the second ability, this is going to reduce darkness damage to yourself by 25%. So almost the same thing as Lavina, except she's going to be healing herself, and she's going to increase your agility by 40% instead of increasing attack and reducing defense. So she's just basically more of a support. Lavina is more of a damage dealer. Both really good characters. I just don't see myself going for either one of them anytime soon because I'm still trying to unlock Dark Gale, and then after that, I'm going to unlock Dark Noel. And by the time I do that, it's just going to be so much time from now. We might even have new characters. So who knows? Most likely what I'll do is just add it into my rotation because I farm the boss floors every day on all the characters. So I'll probably just do the same thing. Stage their weapons up to stage 4 or stage 7 as high as I can get them. I just don't get enough cube drops to even think about bringing them to stage 7 at this point. I'm actually going to remake my Pure Dark video soon, so stay tuned for that. But let's talk about their weapons now that we went over the characters. Let's look at their weapons. You'll find those 2 characters here under Dark Memory Quest. Once you beat Chapter 12, they come right here with all the other characters, just in case you were wondering where to find them. Because I know there's a lot of new players out there that don't know all this stuff. Sometimes I forget that there's new players coming into Nier every day. Remember, every Pure Dark weapon is paired to the character. When you beat a chapter on hard, you'll unlock the weapon. It'll even show you when you do the chapter, it'll show you what you're unlocking. So you can go for a specific weapon, whatever it is you're looking for. So this weapon is going to be for Lavina. And for the first skill, it's going to be deal 53% damage 4 times and increase dark damage by 16% for 15 seconds. When I first read this, I thought of Dark Theo right away. I was like, this weapon's going to be so good for Dark Theo because I don't have a lot of dark fighting weapons. So the second I looked at this weapon, I was like, right away, that's going on my Dark Theo. So I'm going to try to get this up to stage 4 or as close to stage 7 as I can. This way I can use it as a sub weapon on Dark Theo. So I can take advantage of her pushing her dark damage stats on her weapons. Second skill, we have 53% damage times 4 and inflict blind for 3 turns. We know blind and stun and nier, 2 of the best debuffs in the game. Super strong weapon so far. First ability, we have haste, so this is going to be skill cooldown time by 2.6%. As we level this up, it'll get higher. An amazing ability to have, actually. Skill cooldown, super strong in nier. And for the last one, we have vigor. We know vigor is always going to be increased attack. And if you want to see it for yourself, all you do is go to evolve and then just click vigor, and it'll show you attack up by 5.3%. And then once you max it out, it'll go higher. I think it's 20% or 17.5% is the max. I'm not exactly sure, but I know it's 17 or 20%, something like that, when it's maxed out. So Lavina's weapon, I love it. I'm going to try to build this. Even if I don't use the character, I will definitely get use out of this weapon on my free Theo. So I'm all in as far as the weapon goes. And now for Theo's weapon, now the thing is, this one's light, so it won't be as good on free Theo because it's a light weapon. We know that free Theo boosts the stats on dark weapons. And if I'm building the other weapon already, I probably won't try to build 2 at the same time, so I might just leave this one alone. So just like the characters, they're very similar. Weapons are the same thing, they're very similar. You'll note that as we go over the skills. Deals 53% damage 4 times and increases light damage by 16% for 15 seconds. Second skill, 53% damage times 4 and increased defense by 40% for 15 seconds. That kind of ruined it for me. I'm not a big fan of increased defense, you guys know that. Not a complete deal breaker, but definitely not a big fan of it being on a skill. Again, we have haste, so again, it's going to reduce the skill cooldown 2.6%. As you level it up, it'll get higher. And then for the last one, we're going to have ambush, and ambush is going to be critical rate up by 5.3%. So except for the increased defense, I actually really like this weapon too. I like the other one a lot more, but this one is okay. But again, being it's a pure dark weapon, I just don't see myself building it anytime soon. I'll definitely be building the other one. This one will probably take a back shelf for now. Maybe in the future, if I need a light fighter weapon, I might try to invest in it. But because pure dark weapons are almost impossible to grind, you have to be realistic, so most likely we won't go for this one. But definitely the other one because it fits free Theo, and being that most of us have free Theo and she's completely maxed out, there's no reason not to build that other weapon for her. Other than that, great addition to the game. Let's move on, and the next thing I want to talk about is the Dragon Companion that we got in the Drakengard 3 collab, because I haven't reviewed that yet, so let's go over it real quick. In my last video, I made the mistake of saying that dragons were new. Dragons are not new, they've been in the game. Just to clear that up for everybody, I have to make at least one epic fail on all my videos, but we already had the Wind Dragon and a Fire Dragon. Now this is another Fire Dragon. I actually like the dragons. I was looking over them, and to be honest, I really do like them, so maybe I'll start building some of them soon. But for this one, the main skill we have deals 145% damage once and increases attack by 3% for 60 seconds. I actually really like that for a companion. Sounds good to me. Then for the ability, we have all allies fire damage dealt up by 7%. If multiple abilities of this type are active, only the highest will be applied. So just keep in mind, if you have anything else that's boosting your fire damage, this will get canceled out if that is higher than it. So let's say you have something boosting it by 10%. This 7% won't get added to it. It'll just get canceled out. Something to keep in mind. But for a companion, definitely not bad. I would always recommend you guys buying these companions from the exchange shops. There's no reason not to. Especially if you use the free stamina that they give you throughout the game. Can't go wrong with getting a free companion, whether you build it or not. Next up is the 3-star weapon that we also got from the Drakengard 3 collab. And that is going to be in my weapon box. I think for my next video, I want to go over my account, what I'm working on. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that. I think that would make for a good video. Letting you guys know what I grind every day and what I'm focusing on and what I'm building and why, all that great stuff. I would love to hear your feedback on that. So this is the 3-star sword that we got. I believe this is a 2-handed sword if I'm not mistaken. So right off the bat it is a 3-star, so most of us probably won't use it, but remember it is free, and element advantage is everything in Nier. So sometimes it's better to use a max 3-star weapon if it gives you element advantage over a 4-star that doesn't give you element advantage. So that is something to keep in mind. When they give you a free maxed out weapon, even though it's a 3-star, it might be usable for you depending on the situation you're in or depending on what you're doing. Sometimes a 3-star weapon will be better than a 4-star weapon that's not giving you element advantage. So for the first skill, deal 21% damage 4 times, times 2 chain attacks, or more increases damage by 8%. I'm not a big fan of the chain attack stuff, but I do a lot of chain attacks, so this could be good. Just for some reason, whenever you chain attacks, I don't know, it just kind of turns me off. Next skill, we have Iron Blitz. 40% damage times 3. That's really good, just boosting your overall damage. First ability, defense up. That's a downer for me, kind of ruined it. And the last one, we have Vigor. We know Vigor is attack up. So overall, not a bad weapon. I don't see myself using it, but again, depending on your situation, you could definitely get use out of it. Next up, let's talk about the new summoning banners that we just recently got into the game. These will be around to the 25th. Now, the thing is, if you have these characters or you want to use these characters, let's just say Abstract Gale, or you pulled Bloody Hunter, or you're trying to build Lars for sub-content that's coming in the future, or you're trying to get an arena character like Bloody Hunter, these banners could be really good for you because you're able to single out those characters. So for example, if I have Bloody Hunter, but she has 0 ascensions on her, I can come to this banner and try to get some ascensions out of it, and then at the same time, I have a chance to get Lars and Abstract Gale. So I'm getting 3 great characters out of this banner, so I don't have to worry about pulling a crappy feature weapon, or maybe a character I don't want. At least with this banner, if I'm getting the featured stuff, it's really, really good characters and the characters that I'm looking for. So that is one good thing about these banners. If we click on this little eye up here on the top, it'll show you exactly what the featured stuff is in each banner. So if we scroll down, we'll see on the fire banner, we have access to the Fractured Prisoner and Abstract Captain, both really good characters. Abstract Griff is much better than the Fractured Prisoner, but the Fractured Prisoner is not a bad character. Abstract Griff is just 3 times better. It's just, that's what it is. Then going down, we have Water Element, and that's going to give you access to Theo, Abstract Girl, and also Akaha, which is the Abstract Assassin. Theo's okay, just like the Fractured Prisoner. She's not bad to have. I probably wouldn't build her myself, but again, Akaha, top tier character. So if you're looking for ascensions, you can kind of single out and try to get her. Now, the one thing with the win one is if you're going for Bloody Hunter, just keep in mind, you can also get Abstract Hunter and Bloody Hunter. They're both featured in this banner on top of Lars. The good thing here is they're all great characters. Bloody Hunter is a top tier PvP character. Abstract Gale we know is good all over the game. And Lars is an awesome character. I actually love my Lars with his stun. Great character. So if I were to summon on any of these banners, I think it would be the win one. I really like this banner a lot. And being that I don't have Bloody Hunter and I need ascensions on my Lars and my Abstract Hunter, I might just do some pulls on this banner after all. And then for the light elements, you're going to have access to 4 characters. I wouldn't summon on the light one. I think the light one is the worst one for me. I don't want any of these characters. The only one I would want is Theo. Maybe Rion. F66 is decent too. But when you're comparing it to the Gale banner, I would much rather summon on that one than this one. It really just depends on what you're building and what you're going for currently in the game, what you need ascensions for. And then scrolling down, the last one is the Dark, and that's going to give you Rion, Demos, and 063Y. Demos is actually a really good character. Rion's a good character too. Actually, all the Dark characters are pretty good. I just don't see a lot of people building these characters, to be honest. I think most of us, if we do summon on these banners, we're most likely going to go on the win one because that gives us access to 3 amazing characters. Really, it's just going to come down to choice. I do like the banners because it allows us to kind of single out the ascensions that we're looking for. Let's do a 10 pull to wrap this one up. Since we have these free tickets, why not end it with a 10 pull and see what we can do? My summoning luck has been insane. Not my overall summoning luck, because up until those last 2 summoning sessions, my summons were trash. But my last 2, I cannot even tell you how good they've been. I know you guys seen it, so you know. Absolutely amazing. Can't even believe it when I look through my box how many awesome pulls that I've gotten in my last 2 sessions. But let's do a 10 pull and see what we can get here. Come on, Bloody Hunter. Bloody Hunter or Abstract. Actually, I don't care. I don't care which character I get from this. I need Lars, I need Bloody Hunter, and I need Abstract Gale. I need ascensions for all of them, and I don't have Bloody Hunter. So I'll take anything from this banner, honestly. I wouldn't be mad about anything. Any purple would make me happy. Of course, we don't get a purple, though. It is what it is. We can't win them all. Let's skip it. And let's actually just do one more. I can't help myself. I want to do one more. You guys are probably like, no, don't do any more. Just save your summons. I'm addicted to the gacha. I just can't help myself. I think you guys know that by now. All right, last one. Just give me a purple. Come on. 1 purple. That's all I asked for. 1 purple. Boom. Silver door. Wink, wink. No silver door for me. Let's click Mama on the left eye, see if that works. We'll start a new ritual. Click Mama on the left eye, instant purple. There it is. See, try that, guys. Click your Mama on the left eye. We'll give you a purple, I promise. No, I don't promise, because I don't know if it will or not, but I hope it does. Let's skip right on to the purple and see what's in that bad boy. Let's see it. There it is, Abstract Hunter. And the funny thing is, I just recently pulled Abstract Hunter, probably, what was it, 3 or 4 days ago. And now I got my first ascension. So now I'll be able to use her in content. Really, really happy for this. And this just shows you guys why these banners are good. Because if you pull a 4-star, you're able to get the characters that you're looking for. And it'll just progress your account that much faster. So really, really happy with the new banner additions. I think it's really going to help you guys in getting the ascensions that you're looking for. We got upgraded from a 2-star to a 3-star. So we did it again. We broke the summoning luck. Can't believe it. But with the banner like this, it just makes it a lot easier. And we got 12 instead of 10. When the banner is featuring the characters that you're looking for, it's just going to make it that much better for when you guys do summons on these banners. The one thing to keep in mind, guys, is there is no pity on these banners. So you're summoning at your own risk, but if you do get a purple, it is going to be one of the characters that you want. If you're summoning on that specific banner, you should definitely be going for at least 2 of the characters in that pull. Now, I know some of these banners only have 2 characters, and for example, that's what makes this banner so good, because no matter what purple you get from it, you're getting a character you want, whether it's Lars or either one of the Gales. They're all great characters, so if you get a 4-star, you're definitely getting what you're looking for, and that's what makes these banners good. Not having a pity sucks, but being able to get the ascensions that you want just makes it worth summoning on. But I want to know what you guys think. Are you summoning on these banners? Did you get ascensions? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, so comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. Thank you guys so much for the support here on YouTube. I think we're like 6 or 7 subs away from 4,000. Once we reach it, we will start another sub celebration. If you want to follow me on Twitch and Discord, those are always linked down below. We do 2 monthly giveaways on Discord, random giveaways on Twitch. If you want to be a part of the random giveaway that we do here on YouTube, all you have to do is sub to the channel, like and comment on my past 10 videos, and I will automatically enter you to the random giveaway. I pick those winners on Discord. I truly do love each and every single one of you. I will see you in the next one. Spaceballs out. Peace.